Hi and welcome again. This is my second video today. As soon as I finished the first video and I updated on a lot of information, so I think we're caught up now with the information previously released in my previous video. And at that time, Ashian immediately communicated with me, and this is something that I might be able to upload maybe tomorrow. Again, my Wi-Fi, my internet is down. I don't have any internet now. I'm doing most of the things from my cell phone. But I actually typed as I was going, and I don't have all the equipment that would be needed to have, let's say, a dual monitor or something like that that would assist me maybe in reading as I talk to you. So I wrote this all down from the notepad and is verbatim as I received it. Of course, the information that's received from these beings, me as a contactee, for example, they come in and they release information to you, and you interpret it here at this level so that I can deliver this to you. And it's information that it has to go out right away, and that's the urge and the inclination that I get towards when I get these information. Especially this one needs to go out as soon as possible. So I'm going to read from what I wrote down in my notepad, which I have here on paper, and verbatim as I've got it. Okay, so it says, I am Ashian. We are not involved with the Earth agreements at this time. My fleet worries of the cleanup of the surface and below the surface of Earth. Again, it's verbatim as I received it, so pardon if it sounds a little strange, and I'll clarify some of the things as I go along. I choose not to be of Earth at this time, as I am better suited in the ship and manage better the outcome from up here. Earth is a challenge, and one that at this time choose not to participate in. The station in front of me manages light workers and beacons that flash on the surface of the Earth. And it says here, I wrote this in myself, and it says, like a blinking red dot. Something like it reminds me of the seatbelt symbol. When you don't have it on, if you don't have your seatbelt on, you don't, you get this warning, and that's what he's saying. He stands in front of this unit where he sees where light workers are in trouble or things are happening to them. Okay. Also, I wrote in here something that popped into my head as I was going, and I was writing it down on paper, not so much on the notes. A reminder that first contact will be made by individuals and not by government officials. So that kind of stood out for me there as I was writing this down. So he continues on to say, Earth is waking up from a slumber as predicted. The beings that are light workers are steadily arriving in positions to inform the masses. So this is what I feel what my calling is about. And those of dark are spinning the web of fourth dimension in the ways of the dark. This outcome is predicted and is expected of them. Although we cannot interfere in free will choice, a choice of two outcomes must be established, so a decision in the direction of will is taken. So instead of spinning a fourth dimensional way of existence, not meaning that it's negative or bad, but then a choice has to be offered so that there's an alternative, and you can choose with your heart which direction you want to go. Okay, that obviously makes perfect sense. He goes on to say, two options must exist and a choice made in the path towards ascension. And he refers here to me, he says, this being that excluded, I will say at this time. Again, it's just how the information comes through to me as I write it down. A dark plan to further delay humanity in turmoil in a different dimension forth is expected. Those inclining towards that vibration will accept it as the next phase, which it is. So let me just read that again. Those inclining towards that vibration will accept it as it is. Will accept it as the next phase. Those inclining towards that vibration will accept it as the next phase, which it is. Right? We're going to fourth now. But also aware that there is more if you look up. So there is more if you look up. Okay, he goes on to say, and I think this is the most important part of this. It really stuck out to me the way he explained it, because it made sense. I wanted to put out a few other videos over explaining something that he just intelligently puts down here in just a few paragraphs. And then if you can piece this together with what you know, you would understand a little better of what's going on in general with humanity, with all of us, including me. Pockets of fourth and fifth dimensional communities will exist in all lands of this beautiful orb. So there's going to be pockets of fourth and fifth dimensional communities that will exist throughout the land. Those inclining towards a fourth dimensional existence will create and participate with those of like mind. And those of a fifth dimensional inclination will likewise look alike towards that vibrational existence. Notice there will be no separation other than that of individual vibrations. Set connect with like vibrations. This is verbatim what he said. And I'm going to read that again because to me it doesn't make any sense, but I didn't want to edit or even add anything that was coming from me directly. I wanted it just to go out the way it's going out now. Notice there will be no separation of other than that of individual vibrations. Set connect with like vibrations. And then opposites and like attracts. So I did add in there opposites pull away from each other, right? You're separated, and like attracts like. So in my previous video, I did mention that I saw that people were waking up, and I've noticed that, and I'm explaining this in a way that relates to me now that I'm reading this, now that he told me this, because this is all new to me. And the way to me, the way it seems like the people that are waking up are realizing that, you know what, maybe this isn't the vibration that I want to be in, or I'm getting a feeling of how this vibration is for myself, and it doesn't resonate, you know. So people that are like-minded will be with people that are like-minded, and those that resonate at different frequency will connect those that resonate at a different frequency, which understandably so, like attracts like, and that's in the direction that we're going. But the option must exist for two directions to be taken. One where the dark wants to spin it in one way, but then an option does have to come up that says, well, we have one way and we can also do it this way. So this is what I want to clarify. Thank you again for watching this video. Have a good rest of your day.